Hi, welcome to Lesson 1 for Boolean Algebra. So if you've been doing truth tables, you're probably starting to understand the and the ors and the nots. And Boolean Algebra is simply an extension of that, and then we will extend further into circuits. So let's get started. You're pretty familiar with the or. Now, or is going to be the same as addition. The and is going to be the same as multiply. I'm going to put a little dot, multiply. And so we'll start off with some basics. Another thing to make note of now, true is a 1, false is a 0. So this is really binary logic. It has been all along, which computers operate in. And so now we're turning it into binary numbers 0 and 1. So let's get started. We will do a basic table for the or, and we will go true or false along the top. And we will go, false or true along the bottom. And so you've kind of made yourself a grid here. False or false is false. Notice same language as truth tables. False or true is true. True or false is true. And true or true is true. So there you have your basic or table. We will then do a basic and table. And notice we start with 0 and 1. With our truth tables, we started with true, then false. So just kind of watch that. False and false is false. False and true is false. True and false is false. True and true is true. So there you have your basic and table. I love when we extend this to circuits. It just really makes sense. We'll do that in a moment. So let's do a couple basic examples. Sorry about the poor penmanship. So we're going to start off with the binary expression. So taking a look at this, we're going to do algebra. Addition, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay, so this is what we're doing. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay, not your add and carry. And now we're going to multiply. So just like regular algebra, parentheses first, and 1 times 1 over here, 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, so there's a basic example A. Here's another example we'll do. So let's add some larger expressions. Oops, we'll make that a multiply. So just like regular algebra, you see why we had to review that. You got to go parentheses from the inside out. That's a multiply. So just a little at a time, simplify. Start the very inside of the parentheses. If there's parentheses in there, then you start with that first. So right here, 1 times 1 is 1. And so now I have 0 plus 1. I just turned these brackets into parentheses. So I'm going to have another parentheses. I'm going to simplify here. 1 times 0 is 0. 0 times 1 is 0. So now I've got a 0 plus 1. That's my or, which is 1. And 0 plus 0, which is 0. And then 1 plus 0, which is 1. Okay, we're starting to get it. So now one final example in this format, 0 times. Okay, work inside the parentheses, so just carry down the 0. 0 plus 1, 0 or, you can just start thinking of it, 0 or 1 is 1 plus 1. 1 or 1 is 1. 0 and 1 is 0. So let's just start using that and or language. Okay, so there's some basic examples, and then here's some more in your assignment. You're going to have to do things like this. Create a Boolean table. For A and B or C. So now you have letters A, B, and C. So just like with truth tables, you have 3 different variables. So 2 to the power of 3 is 8. So you are going to need to create a table that has 8 triangle A, B, and C. So we are going to go true, true, true. I don't know what happened here. Let's see if I can erase that. I apologize. There we go. So we're going to create it. We have our or and our and little grids up there, but we are going to create this table just like we did with our truth table. So something got screwed up on my board here. I'm going to start over. So remember, we're going to do A and B or C. So we're going to go A, B, C, and hopefully it gives me some straight lines. It does. Nice. So we're going to go true, 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 false, 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 false. So still keeping that same order when making those truth tables. Then alternating 2 and 2, 2 on, 2 off, 2 on, 2 off, and then on, off, on, off, on, off, off. And so going over to here, let's do B plus C because we work inside the parentheses first. So remember, it's B or C. 1 or 1 is 1. You know, true or true is true. True or false is true. False or true is true. False or false is false. True or true is true. True or false is true. True, false. So now we are going to go A and B or C. So here's B or C. Here's A. And we are doing an and. True and true is true. True and true is true. True and true is true. True and false is false. False and true is false. And you can see that I have at least 1 0 for all of the rest of them, so they are all going to be false. And so that's how you create a Boolean table for an expression. It's simply your and or truth tables. You go true, 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 just you begin it in the exact same way, and you work parentheses on out. This is an or, this is an and up above here, if you forget, these are handy little tables for you to understand. Oops, there. When you have what and what that equals. So this is your basic introduction to Boolean algebra. I think I will do one more quick table that's going to pop up for you, and we'll end this video and then go to introduction of circuits. So just very quickly, we're going to do A, not A. So we're going to do A or not A. And that's the complement of A. We call it not A. So if I have true or false, and then here I'll go false or true. If I do A or the complement of A, 1 true or true is true, false or true is true. And this is going to make a lot of sense when we get to the next video with the introduction to circuits.